Here's the result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He gets a C+. plus. This guy is rather so-so. Not too good, not too bad. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just a talker, he really puts in the effort to go far in his career. His strong will and sharp mind help him push through tough situations, and he doesn't give up easily. He's likely to reach high places because he's focused and hardworking, but the ride might be rough.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to get upset quickly and might have angry outbursts or say harsh things. He's strong and determined, so he doesn't give up, but his first reaction is usually frustration rather than calm thinking. He may pull back for a while, wanting time alone to cool down.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work may respect his brains and hard work, but he isn't always easy to get along with. He can be blunt, impatient, and quick to clash with others if things don't go his way. He's not known for being friendly or polite, and his rough edges can lead to lots of fights or tension.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do well in your career, he will genuinely want to support you, but it won't always show in gentle ways. He's not jealous by nature, so he'll try to be proud of you. Expect honest words, sometimes blunt, and fewer sweet gestures.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he may feel a pinch of frustration, but it's not likely to turn into secret resentment. He might struggle with his pride, especially during tough times at his own job, and his honesty could result in blunt comments. He's strong willed, so he won't try to compete in negative ways or make you feel small.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not someone who plans out every rupee, so he might spend money without thinking things through. He works hard and believes in earning well, but he isn't very careful with budgets or saving. You may see him buy things on impulse or forget about small expenses.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's not very concerned with looking fancy or pretending to have more than he does, but he also isn't careful about staying within his means. He might get caught up in big dreams and spend money on things that matter to him, even if they stretch his budget. He's honest and hardworking, but he needs help to keep his finances in order.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed with both his money and his kindness. He doesn't cling tightly to what he has. And if someone needs help, he'll jump in without making a big deal or counting the cost. His heart is in the right place, putting people first, even if it's not always practical.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's quite open and straightforward about money. If you ask him how much he earns or spends, he'll tell you plainly without hiding things or making you guess. Sometimes his honesty might sound blunt, but you'll always know where you stand with him.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared rather than just placed on your shoulders. He understands that everyone in the home needs to pitch in and he'll help out when asked, especially if he sees you struggling or tired. He wants home life to be a team effort, not your burden alone.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will actually roll up his sleeves and help with chores and diapers, not just stand by and watch or give instructions. If something needs doing, especially when he sees you exhausted, he'll step in and lend a hand, even if he doesn't enjoy the task. He won't just supervise, he'll get down to work beside you.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
Most of the time, he will argue to prove he's right rather than trying to see your side immediately. He gets fired up easily and doesn't like to back down, so your talks can turn into strong debates rather than calm listening. But in the heat of the moment, expect lots of firm words and not much softness.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he can say hurtful things and act aggressively. He doesn't always hold back his feelings, and harsh words or raised voices are common when he's upset. He's not likely to stay calmly respectful in the moment, so arguments may get heated and heavy.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry very quickly, and that is something you should take seriously. It's more than just having strong opinions, his temper can cause real stress and hurt in the relationship. Frequent anger or harsh words can leave lasting marks on your mind and heart.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
It's hard for him to say sorry and take responsibility at first. When things go wrong, his first reaction is often to blame you or someone else instead of admitting his own mistake. Be ready for some stubbornness and even unfair blame before you get any true apology.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He might struggle to respect your boundaries, especially in the heat of the moment. He is strong willed and sometimes pushes for what he wants, which means he may not always understand or accept a firm no right away. It's important to be clear and firm with him and to notice if he's ignoring your wishes.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He can react with frustration, hurt, or even anger, feeling rejected or thinking it's about him rather than understanding your feelings or needs. It's important to be honest about your needs and remind him that it's normal for couples to have different moods.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You can trust him not to use private moments to hurt or embarrass you later. He's honest and straightforward and wouldn't twist what happens between you into a weapon, even during fights. His loyalty is strong in this area, so what's shared in close moments stays safe.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. His focus is strong, and once he's committed, he gives his energy to work and family rather than looking around for excitement elsewhere. He isn't very social or drawn to chasing after lots of new relationships.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He's not the kind of man who's always jealous or over possessive. He trusts you to make your own choices and isn't likely to control where you go or who you talk to. You won't have to deal with him checking your phone or asking endless questions about your friends.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not really about controlling you. He is straightforward and can be firm, but he doesn't use care as an excuse to boss you around or limit your freedoms. You might find him a bit strong willed, but you won't see him setting rules just to keep you under his thumb.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and doesn't expect you to handle everything alone. If a child needs help, he's ready to jump in and take care, though you may have to ask clearly for what you need. You'll find him involved and willing to work together, even if his methods are sometimes loud or messy.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's more likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. His first reaction can be to raise his voice or get frustrated quickly, which might make the situation feel more intense than it needs to be. He cares about the children and wants them to do well, but patience isn't his strong point.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will support your role as a mother and also respect you as your own person. He understands that you are not just there for the family, but have your own hopes and identity too. He won't ask you to sacrifice your dreams or happiness for the sake of the home.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will support your career now just to ask you to quit after you have a child. He genuinely respects hard work, yours as much as his own, and values the effort you put into your job. He believes in sharing responsibilities and knows that your career is important.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will not just act polite on the surface, he will show real warmth to your parents, though sometimes in his own blunt way. He isn't very polished with words or fancy manners, but when it comes to family, he tries to be genuine and helpful. His warmth isn't flowery, but it is honest and true. He will try to adjust to your family, even if it's not always smooth or graceful.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to get upset quickly and may make things worse at first. His natural reaction is strong and sometimes loud, with frustration showing before calm conversation. He won't ignore the issue, he'll address it head on, which can lead to tense words or heated moments.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he can be modern and supportive with you in private, but may expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. When family is around, he might want you to dress a certain way, follow customs, or show extra respect to elders, even if he doesn't follow all these rules himself. It's best to talk openly about these expectations so you're not caught off guard.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is most likely to support you and not just stay out of it or side with his family. He stands by those he cares for, even if things get uncomfortable. His way may be loud or direct, but you won't be left handling the problem alone.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy, and he will choose your side in a conflict with his mother if he feels you are right. He respects his family, but his loyalty to you is strong. He stands by his partner when it matters. While he might be blunt or loud about it, you won't be left feeling alone against his family.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he is not likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He tends to keep personal matters between the two of you and doesn't feel the need to tell family members everything that happens. You can expect him to respect your privacy even during arguments or tough times.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all of this analysis, this guy gets a C plus. This guy is so, not too good, not too bad, a bit mediocre. Being in a relationship with this man is like riding a roller coaster full of strong emotions and fast moving days. He's hardworking, honest, and ready to jump in when you need help, but his temper can flare up quickly and bring some stormy moments.